Oh, and Victoria. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get going. So I know it's been a few days, and I apologize for that. Monday, we were actually told to not meet online unless we absolutely had to because of all the other schools and colleges and everyone else starting this past Monday. So that's why we didn't meet on Monday. Is because I didn't want the internet to crash on us. So, but again, everything's on Canvas and it's laid out for you. Very simple and easy. Hopefully most of this is review. So I'm going to share my screen real quick. So don't forget your daily check-ins, especially on days when we don't meet, like not text you or message you the password for your quiz. But so make sure you do this before 3 o'clock. That way I can mark you present. Here's all of our meeting notes. So this you did, reviewing cells, plasma membrane. So this is what you did yesterday, right? Remembering your cell transport and how stuff can go in and out of the cells and how it's able to do that. And you can do it without energy, which is passive transport, and with energy, which is active transport. And with passive transport, there's a few types. There's that simple diffusion that goes straight through the membrane. There's the facilitated diffusion that uses that protein to help it get through. And osmosis, which is if you're moving water, and we're going to look at that a little more in depth today. And then filtration, which is like what happens in your kidneys. And then the active transport goes against its concentration. So I'm putting more and more and more out there so that you've got your solute pumps that are pumping it out there. And then you also have that bulk transport where you're moving a whole bunch of stuff at once. And so I gave you the notes for that. You had a practice thing. So you could kind of see, and I'll show you what I'm wanting on this one in case you had some questions on this assignment. So make a copy. Remember, move it into your folder of shared anatomy stuff. So, and again, that's just right up here with the, once it loads all the way, it'll give you a little folder that you can just click, put it in your anatomy folder, and you're good. So it's just some questions to answer about the molecules. So you go to this website. See, here's where you'll put it in that shared anatomy folder. Go to the website and then kind of play with them a bit. And then like answer these questions. And then for the chart, tell me, is oxygen moving from high to low or low to high? And then which type of movement is this? And then carbon dioxide, is it moving high to low to high, and which type? Glucose, is it high to low to high, and then which type? Okay, so you're just checking which one of these and then which of these. Okay, so you're just putting check marks in the boxes. And that's all you're doing on that. And then, so that was cell transport. And then I told you today we'll do a bit more on the osmosis side because water does its own thing. We call that tonics. And you saw this in your notes that iso means same. So it's same concentrations. Remember, water always goes to where there's more solute because it doesn't like one to be like high concentration and one to be a low concentration. It wants them to be equal. So if water moves from here over to here, it makes this one more dilute and this one more concentrated till they get to be the same. So isotonic is where I have the same concentration in and out, all the same. So it's still moving, it's just moving equally. Hypertonic is where you had more solute outside. So the water is going to come out here to try and dilute that. And then my cell gets smaller and shrinks down. And then hypotonic gets big and fat like a hippo because water moves in to dilute this stuff. So I've got two videos here that I thought were really good and helpful. This is another Amoeba Sisters. I guess I'm stuck on Amoeba Sisters this year because I've found a lot of good videos from them to show. I just think it's really cute, but also shows the science of what's happening really well. So I've got two videos. This one only really covers it. So that's why I put this one first, because it does all three. And then what you will do from there is there's actually a virtual lab for you to do. So same thing, you'll click on it, it'll open up, so you'll make a copy, and that way you have it in your shared folder. And I'm trying to do your notes all this way too, so that you have a copy of your notes. Because with the PDFs, once you submit it, it sometimes deletes. So this way you'll have your own copy of your notes in your future. And we'll talk next week what you like better, if you want to keep doing this digital version of your notes, or if you want like a hard copy paper version, and if you want to keep them digitally, if you want to keep them in a binder. If you look on your supplies, that's why the binder is on there, is to put your notes and stuff, or you can keep them digitally, whichever you want. So anyway, you'll do a virtual lab today. So go to this website and it walks you through what to do, and you're just going to draw and you'll fill this in. Okay, and the lab tells you to do all these things. And then there's some questions for you to answer. And again, here, like for setup A, which of these is it? And then, yes, I want you to do these thinking further questions. I put them here for a reason, for you to answer them. So I do ask that you do it in a different text color if you're typing, because it makes it easier for me to see my writing than yours. So, but that way you can type your answers, making it easy. So that way you can kind of see like the real life application of those tonic solutions and why they're important and why they matter. So that's what we're doing today. And I will not see you tomorrow. So let's talk tomorrow real quick. Tomorrow is body tissues. And this is where I think things get really hard. Not hard, but a lot of stuff that's really new, because you've done this other stuff before. You have not done body tissues, okay? This is long notes, so don't freak out. Normally in person, we break it into a few days. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to have you fill in the notes. Just fill them all in, and then you'll do some practice, and then Friday, you'll practice some tissue stuff and review microscopes. Because again, it's been a long time since you did microscopes. And then on, like I said, Tuesday, Wednesday next week, we will do a lab with microscopes. So it's why this practice is really important, so you know what you're doing. Because we're already going to have to cover like the new process and procedures for school. So that way we can spend some time on your lab. So we'll have 2 days on your lab, and then a day to review, and then take your test next Friday. So should be good. Just so you know what's coming. So today, tonic solution. Tomorrow, you're just filling in your notes. There's not a video, just fill in the blanks, because I will talk you through them as we do your lab next week. So you're just filling in the blanks, and unless I get of interest today and want to make a video. And doing your tissues. Don't forget, tomorrow is, if you look at your calendar, is also when you have your MT quiz too. So I just call it MT for medical terminology. I could put PS for prefix, suffix, whatever. It's the same, but that quiz is tomorrow. There's been confusion of like, do you need to do it during class or by the end of the day? I'll just make it easy and let it do it by the end of the day. However, you do only get one chance, and it is still timed. So make sure that you are ready. But because in class, right, I see you next week, and we'll do it all in class. But for now, I will give you till the end of the day, because I know that's what Miss Elmore is doing, and I just want to be fair. So, oh, that's this one. So quiz 2 is tomorrow, which is all of section 2 plus any 10 words from before it, okay? So that way you don't get to forget those. We still need them. So 2/3 of it will be the section 2, but then you'll also have questions from before as well, okay? So oh, I keep muting myself, wrong button. Okay, and that is it for me. Let me see, did Sam show up? Sam, are you here?